So, you're running a Wizzy stock cooler just like me. Well, I didn't always run that stock cooler. I had once water cooling, but I took it off because I'm going to sell it. Thinking about buying a new heatsink for my CPU, you see, so I took it off and I'm selling it. That CPU is actually overclocked to 3.53 GHz, I think it is. And as you can see how fast its fans goes, that is very slow because the i7-930 runs quite cool when it's not under load, so pretty surprising. And while gaming, it doesn't speed up that too much. It speeds up to 1,300 RPMs, and the temperature remains at around 55 degrees Celsius, and that's quite good. Thinking about the water cooling, kept it at 53 degrees Celsius. Perhaps it was a bad contact, but anyways, I'm selling that over there. So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. But why I'm selling it? What heatsink do I plan to run? Well, the NHD14. That one right there. As you can see, the Norwegian price is 775 Norwegian kroner, or NOK. There is also a the NHC14. That is a blowdown cooler, or what the hell you call it. That will blow air directly down to the motherboard, which is great for CPU cooling, nor the motherboard cooling, and it also will cool as good as the other one. No, not as good, but it will cool quite good. Thinking about it, also will cool down the components around the motherboard. But also, take a look here. What's right between those two? The Corsair H60 in the price range, or the price stacking. Now we're perhaps thinking, whoa, water cooling. Oh yeah, water cooling is so great. I'm just gonna stop all downloads here, guys, because the internet connection is a little slow now, only 1 megabyte per second, so seems like their web page is going quite slow today. Yeah, this okay. Seems like the internet connection stopped working and my oven just turned on. I'm gonna shut that off because it's too warm in here. And just to wait, right? Well, it seems like my best friend is calling, so I'm gonna answer that and see if so there's my best friend. He is calling, and he is just on Skype, so I'm making a YouTube video, so just note that. No, Robin.
Hello.
That's Airsoft Support Snipe 1 talking, so feel free feel free to go subscribe to him. Well, anyways, back to the little thingy here. Seems like my internet connection does not work. Oh, there we go. So that is the Corsair H60 water cooling. You may think now, whoa, that water cooling should be so good, and it's like, take a look at the small pump and whoa. No, that's not true. The Noctua NHD14 will cool much better, up to 40% better than the water cooling. This will cool also better, but not perhaps that high. This one right here, the NHC14. But this will cool the motherboard, which this won't do anything at. So this will be excellent if you have, for example, the Rampage series from Asus, the motherboards, because this will blow straight down on the copper heat pipes and copper heat sinks, which are dangerous for you to have if you live in Norway, because there's so many Romanians coming here. So, but anyways, if you're selecting a heatsink at that price range, as you can see, the same price, the water cooling and the Noctua NHD14, you should go for the NHD14. If you don't have that much space inside your case for that kind of heatsink, well, there is a much cheaper version, which is this, the NHU12P. This is also the same style of heatsink. It has dual fans. There is one big heatsink. Well, it's not as big as the 140mm heatsink, but it will cool very good as well, and won't take up too much space in your side of the case. But there are many of them here. You can see this as well. That is a tiny fan on a tiny heatsink, I will call it. Spins at 1,600 RPM, so that will be a little louder. But yeah, if you shit. So if you're select.
Fuck! I got owned by an Asian girl on Tetris. Fuck! Oh, she's Asian. That explains it. Sorry for the interruption.
Anyways, yeah, so see, also the Noctua fan. This will spin at 1,300 RPMs. The 120mm, I think it is. Will spin at 1,300 RPMs. But anyways, take a look at the fan speed of the H60 there. That's 1,700 RPMs, and this cools better at 1,300 RPM. So this would be much louder, even though it's a water cooling. It would be much louder. So go for the Noctua. It should be the best choice. And the Noctua is known to have the most quiet fans out there. So if you're planning on building a nice computer but you select a case that only supports small fans. For example, the Corsair 650D or the 800D only has support for 140 or 120mm fans. Not as the Cooler Master and the Antec series that has support for 200mm. I would recommend that installing Noctua fans in every single spot available in your inside your case, because it will be much quieter and you have much better airflow, of course. Because stock fans, even though it's Cooler Master, Antec, whatever, they are horrible. So select Noctua if you want great case cooling. Of course, they're not the prettiest fans out there, but they do the job. And who needs a pretty computer when it doesn't run games, right? It's much better to have a computer that runs games that doesn't look that good. I will say the brown fans won't destroy the styling of any case at all. I would say. I don't know what my best friend says to that, but hey, Robin.
Yeah?
What do you think about brown fans inside your case?
They're okay, I guess, but since I like blue or red or only one color, not like your computer likes the whole rainbow shit, and yeah, I don't know. I guess I could have it. I'm getting the same fan as you, so...
Yeah. So there you go, guys.
But your computer is a fucking rainbow, so...
Yes, no, I'm going to change the colors of it.
Yeah, you will.
Anyways, you should select Noctua for any fans out there. If you for example go for selecting fans, look at all these heatsinks here. If you go, for example, selecting fans here and like sorting after price, like whoa, 69 kroner for that fan, like go to the most expensive one you get from Arctic Cooling. That is like, oh, they're sorted differently. Go to the most expensive fan, you get that, the Noctua fan right there, which has rubber grommets around the fan, which keep it very quiet. That's a 120mm fan that will spin from everything from 300 RPMs to 1,500 RPMs. So that's also a PWM fan, so that will be controlled by your main board or motherboard. As you can see, there's that 140mm fan from
that Asian bitch on me again, Asian. Sorry.
It's okay. I enjoy listening to it. Anyways, you see the cutout in this fan. Noctua has actually found out that will cause less turbulence and will make the fan quieter. I don't see how, but they've figured it out and it works great. I've actually heard sound samples on YouTube of how loud they are, and they're very quiet. I've never heard more quiet fans. So take a look at this, for example. This is a Zalman 120mm red LED fan. This spins at 1,000 all the way up to 1,800 RPMs. Do you think this is quiet? No, not at all. This is very loud compared to the Noctua fans, and it won't transfer as much airflow as as the Noctua fans. These are horrible compared to those. So yeah, ooh, Cool Master fans. Oh, what the hell am I talking about? Noctua is the thing, guys. So please select Noctua for proper airflow and quietness, or whatever you call it. Or you can go for these, if you have a huge case. The Silverstone air penetrator fans, it's 180mm fans, spinning at 1200 RPMs with max. And these are like server fans. They push the air straight forward, not like all around the place like many other fans does. Look at this fan. What the hell is that? That looks like some... that Asian bitch you was talking about, that with my friend on Skype here. Yeah, and these fans that looks like jet engines, like this Cooler Master fan, I will not recommend those for airflow, because they're not as good at airflow. I can see they're very, very quiet, at only 13.8 decibels. But they're not, there's a 3-pin fan, so that will not be... So if you double the price there, double the price, and get one of these Noctua fans, much better purchase. But of course, if you have a low budget, or if you're on the budget, that's the correct way to say it, you should select anything else. But yeah, Noctua is the thing if you want to go proper cooling or proper quietness, or whatever you call it. So thanks for watching, guys, and so about the little pointless long video, but yeah, that's the thing I want to say. The Noctua fans are the best, I would say.
Can I end the video?
Yeah, sure.
Goodbye, everyone. Subscribe to the DJ Gabbies for more computer-related stuff about what was the name of that fan?
Noctua.
Noctua, and do not be an asshole like the DJ Gabbies here and choose some fancy water cooling when Noctua got like 40% better cooling. So yeah, whatever. See ya.